पॉलिसी बाजार पर 1 करोड़ रुपए का टर्म लाइफ इंश्योरेंस केवल 450 रुपए महीने से शुरू। Wow.
Let's get you a big story at this hour. The CBI has now reopened the investigation against Lalu Yadav, the former railway minister, and his family members in the alleged railway projects corruption case. In 2018, the CBI registered a preliminary inquiry to probe allegations of corruption in the rail and redevelopment projects, rail land redevelopment projects. This was when Lalu Yadav was union minister. They then in 2018 said that the preliminary inquiry that was registered in 2018 was closed because this was in 2021, I beg your pardon. They closed this case saying that no case was made out. That is a quote. Now, a year after giving a clean chit to Lalu Yadav and his family members, the CBI has reopened this case. Now, in the present case, he's named along with his son, Tejashwi Yadav, who is currently the state's deputy chief minister besides two of his daughters, Ragini and Chanda. Joining us now for more on this is Akhtarul Islam Shaheen, MLA and spokesperson of the RJD, and Dr. Ashok Sinha, spokesperson of the BJP in Bihar. Sinha ji, to you first. Obviously, आप समझाइए कि क्या हो रहा है. First, you have the CBI opening up a case. फिर then they say कि case closed है, इसमें कुछ है ही नहीं. Suddenly, 1 year later, केस खुल जा रही है. So we're not sure, is this a show we're watching? क्या हो रहा है? Why is the CBI so unclear? What do you make of this?
No, actually this is a case registered by CBI. As BJP, what we comprehend that the party has nothing to do with it. But from sources we gathered, even at that time when the case was supposedly closed, clean sheet, he was given a clean sheet. Even at that time, the investigation team was not in favor of closing the case, but they wanted that press FIR should be registered, regular FIR should be registered against Yadav family. But how come this happened? That some superior staff pressurized to give a clean sheet over the case. But actually, this is a brazen case of corruption in which Shell company has taken the role. They have played the role, and it's brazen case of corruption. How come it can be told that there can't be a case against a Yadav family? You see, property whose market value was 30 crores.
When this case was dropped as a closed case, was the BJP not in power in alliance, in that alliance government in the state?
How come BJP would have intervened? Even this time BJP has not intervened. This is a case of the investigation. ये investigation agencies कर रहे हैं. What BJP has to do with it? But
what does the BJP have to do with it? Let's go across to the RJD spokesperson. What does the BJP have to do with it, sir? Would you have a response? Would you like to pick up on that? Mr. Shaheen?
हाँ देखिए, इसमें हम ये बताना चाहेंगे कि जो भी कुछ हो रहा है सीबीआई के जरिए, 2021 में केस को बंद कर दिया गया, फिर इसको ओपन किया जा रहा है. जो भी एक्टिविटीज सीबीआई के जरिए की जा रही है, बिहार में जो पॉलिटिकल डेवलपमेंट अभी देखने को आपको मिला है, उसी का साइड इफेक्ट है. ये सीबीआई नहीं कर रही है, बल्कि बीजेपी की लीडरशिप के द्वारा ये सब जो पॉलिटिकल डेवलपमेंट हो रहा है, उसको मद्देनजर रखते हुए किया जा रहा है. आज बिहार के सरजमीन पर भारतीय जनता पार्टी बिल्कुल किनारे लग गई, बिल्कुल साइड हो गई है, और तेजस्वी यादव के लीडरशिप में और नीतीश कुमार के लीडरशिप में एक नया काम बिहार में देखने को मिल रहा है. रोजगार बड़े पैमाने पे हजारों हजार रोजगार, 10 लाख रोजगार देने का कैपिटल पूरा हो रहा है. इनको लग रहा है कि बिहार में तो हम खत्म हो गए. हमने भी 2 करोड़ वादा किया था, बहुत सारे वादे किए थे, नहीं किए. और तेजस्वी यादव एंड आरजेडी जब से नीतीश कुमार के साथ आए हैं, तो इन लोगों का एक बहुत अच्छा वातावरण बन रहा है और काम हो रहा है. तो इनको डिस्टर्ब
so
करने
you're
के लिए
saying chronology समझिएगा. Mr. Sinha, please respond over here. ये पहली बात नहीं है. It's not the first time. The central agency is often accused by parties opposed to the BJP that it is a political instrument in the hands of the party ruling the center, and that is why this inquiry has been reopened into in a case against Lalu Yadav that was closed last year. It was a open and shut case. They said last year कुछ है ही नहीं यहाँ पे.
Sara, you just imagine that RJD spokesman was telling that lot of good works are being done and everything transparent in this case. Then why they are scared of these things? This is just quite surprising. And how come this can be a closed and shut and open case? You just see a property. Who doesn't know the property of this South Delhi property was whose market price was 30 crore. It was purchased by a cell company for 5 crore, and it was purchased by their company for 4 lakh.
Correct.
Petty sum. People
Sir,
will
fair enough. We are not arguing the merits of this case. We are arguing why then, if there were such strong allegations here, why did the CBI close this investigation? That is the point. They closed it. Now they're opening it 1 year later. And obviously you will be reminded of the caged parrot remark of the Supreme Court made when the Congress UPA was in power to allege misuse of the agency by the centre at the centre. That remark never seems to die down. We are always bringing it up because meanwhile, but Mr. Shaheen, do respond over here. The fact is this is not the only case against Mr. Lalu Yadav. He has many cases. He's been slapped with many cases by the CBI and he's serving sentences in few fodder scam cases already. Currently, of course, he's out on bail. He is recuperating. He's just had a kidney transplant. He's in Singapore, I think, still in Singapore. He was donated a kidney by one of his children, his daughter, I must add. But the fact is, Mr. Shaheen, that there are many cases against Mr. Yadav that he is fighting.
देखिए, जिस केस की बात जिसको रीओपन किया गया है, इस केस में सीबीआई ने तमाम तरह के आरोप लगाए जिसके बारे में बीजेपी के प्रवक्ता बोल रहे हैं और तमाम बातों की सुनवाई के बाद इस केस को खत्म किया गया, बंद कर दिया गया कि इसमें कहीं कोई एविडेंस नहीं है, कोई साक्ष्य नहीं है और बंद कर दिया गया। फिर ये हरासमेंट करने के लिए, परेशान करने के लिए क्यों इन लोगों ने एक्सपेरिमेंट किया था। पिछले बार तेजस्वी यादव जी पे आरोप लगा करके बिहार के गठबंधन को तोड़ा था और भाजपा ने अपनी सरकार बनाई थी और फिर इनको लगता है कि बिहार में किस रणनीति के तहत हम पूछना चाहते हैं भाजपा के प्रवक्ता से, आप क्या चाहते हैं? क्या हम गठबंधन तोड़ दें तब केस फिर बंद हो जाएगा? क्या चाहते हैं भाजपा के लोग कि हम गठबंधन ना करें? साफ साफ बोल दें, आप साफ बोल दीजिए कि बीजेपी के खिलाफ कोई अलायंस मत बनाओ।
What BJP has to do with it?
But what about the timing? What about the timing that the JDU leader whose party snapped ties with the BJP 5 months ago then joins the Mahagathbandhan that forms a new government? There's nothing behind this timing here?
Yes. And I just wanted to ask this thing only. What BJP has to do with it? If CBI has, why don't these people go to court, general court against CBI? That CBI is harassing them. We are not answerable for that. Uselessly, they are making the allegation that we are forcing CBI to register case against them to investigate these people. While even BJP was not comfortable that time when they were supposedly given clean sheet. How come when we know that the investigating team wanted that a regular FIR should be registered against them? Then how come it happened? It is quite surprising that some supervising officer or higher officer forced this investigating team to give them a clean sheet. We were not satisfied with that event.
Unfortunately, this does not bode well for the Aam Aadmi because we then are wondering who is in charge, who is responsible. Can we actually have any trust, any faith in these agencies anymore? And that is the plea or the stand of the public right now. Thank you so much for joining us, both of you for joining us. There's so much more we can be discussing about this debate. There are also allegations about how these agencies, cases against BJP leaders then suddenly cool down and go into, cold storage once they are in power in a state or at the centre. But thank you all for joining us.